Well, that worked. Once we were safely outside, we raced back to the inn. Bursting through the doors, we will urgently scoop up Amy. We very urgently scoop up Amy and Kara.
Greetings upon your safe return. I assume your endeavors were successful.
Yep, everything's great, but we should really be getting a move on now. We'll fill you in on the details later.
Amelia looks surprised, but Kara notices the bag Liana carries and urges Amy.
Sounds good. We've been itching to get out of here anyway. Come on, Amy. Let's go grab our things and head out. The sooner we're out of here, the closer we'll be to Ellendale.
Amy shrugs and follows Kara upstairs to grab her things. Once they return downstairs, all of us depart the inn and make our way out of the city gates of Wolfsden. Once we're on the road, Liana and I filled the rest of the team in what had happened. After traveling as swiftly as we can for the rest of the evening, we decided to make camp. What happened to the Pongo, by the way? Did we forget him? We chose a secluded area off the main road and set to work. Liana and I split up in search of firewood, while Zack and Kara prepared our rations. Amy unrolls a sleeping pack, lights up the campfire. Pongo cuddles beside her, and watches the dancing flames. Okay, the Pongo is with us. That's good. That's the most important character here. Once the food is ready, all of us gather around and begin to eat in silence. Kara playfully breaks the silence.
Foiling another void operation. Seems like just another day in the life now.
Actually, now that you mention it, we have seen a lot of void presence lately. We have seen. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I get the line right. Weren't they supposed to have been disbanded and outlawed? Why are they everywhere?
Unless every single person who believes in Void's ideals and goals are gone, it's impossible to fully get rid of Void. They've always been around, even after the Tree of Assyria. They're just more secretive about it now. It's just, you won't find them unless you know where to look.
Amelia thinks.
If what you say about Void and its operations are true, then the most logical course of action would be alert the Mage Guild or Academy of their whereabouts.
They're probably already aware of Void activities and have missions to monitor or take care of things.
It's true that the Mage Guild is involved with a lot of suspicious reports of magical activities. I'm sure many of them have some connection to Void, which the Guild would keep secret so as not to entice widespread panic.
Makes sense. A resourceful organization like that would have some serious flaws in its intelligence if they're completely blinded by all of this. Amy nods.
What has been said seems sensible.
Zack points to a bag of spheres.
What are we gonna do with those? Someone will probably come looking for them.
Liana moves towards the bag.
We'll turn them into the Mage Guild at the next city, and let them know what happened.
She tries to secure the bag when a blue little head pops up.
Poi!
Pongo dives into the sea of spheres, and we hear a content size of Poi.
Pongo, what are you doing in there?
She reaches straight into the bag and pulls him out, much to Pongo's dismay.
Poi! Poi!
He struggles against her grip, but she grabs him firmly. If Pongo absorbs a tainted sphere, will the Pongo become tainted too? Amy shakes her head.
No. The way a sphere becomes tainted is by becoming supersaturated with energy, thus becoming unstable. A Pongo's absorption of the energy is to turn said energy into fuel. He is unaffected by the type of energy absorbed.
Kara looks intrigued. She scoots closer to the Pongo and tickles him. He giggles.
Huh, I never knew that.
If that's the case, why aren't Pongos used against Void? Send him into the Void establishment to absorb the tainted spheres.
Absorbing spheres doesn't happen overnight. And when a Pongo is full, he'll stop absorbing energy. Just like how we can't eat anymore after we finished a meal.
Perhaps in a span of a couple of months, a Pongo could remove all energy within a tainted sphere.
Exactly. The process is just too slow to be effective during a battle.
Pongo manages to wiggle out of Liana's grasp and plops down beside me. He stares longingly at the bag, but makes no move to return. Finish up eating and begin to clean up. Afterwards, I stealthily yawn. Stars shine, pinpointing lights amid the black sky, and a comforting glow makes me even sleepier. Had a long day. As the rest of the group also gets ready for bed, I crawl into my bed and close my eyes. Night is still, and gradually I can hear the soft breathing of my friends as they each drift to sleep. Gentle shuffling noise has me blink open my eyes. See the Pongo slip out of Liana's bedroll, tiptoe over toward the bag of spheres, glancing back ever so often of the sleeping form, make sure she doesn't hear. When he gets close, he shuffles the last few inches into the bag and scrambles inside. Last thing I hear is a purring of poise as I drift to sleep. Wonder if the Pongo's gonna do anything. Honestly, I feel like the Pongo gonna have like an incredibly important role towards the very end. Like he was the mastermind that summoned us into this universe. That's what I think. I wake up. That was a crazy day yesterday, but we somehow managed to pull through. Stand up and stretch while looking around. Everyone seems to be sleeping. Everyone but Liana, of course. She's always bright and early at practice. I think she's rubbing off on me because I'm waking up early these days too. Look down at my Pongo. What the? He's a bigger blob than I remember. He grins contentedly. Are we absorbing energy all night? Got to see so happy. Whatever. Smile at my Pongo and pat him on the head. He snuggles against my hand. Whatever makes you happy, little guy. Stretch again. Ever since I get into the route with Liana, I look forward to our morning spars routine with Liana. Between the magic training and sword training, maybe I could eventually become a Mage-Knight. Maybe. Doesn't take me long to find Liana, back in her usual outfit. She sits cross-legged with her eyes crossed as if in meditation. Crystal glows on a manipulator, but otherwise she doesn't move. As I move closer, she breaks from her trance, gives me a warm smile.
Good morning!
Hey, just practicing energy channeling? She nods.
I was just waiting for a certain someone to wake up so we could spar.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, milady. What if I don't want to spar? It's time to do— oh my god, no. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh puns. I love the developers. I love you. I fucking love you guys. But like, I'm not doing it. I'm just doing the— there we go. I wear an apologetic smile. My apologies. Should not keep a lady waiting. Liana giggles.
Aren't you quite the gentleman? But don't think that means I'll go easy on you.
Already my blade. I wouldn't have it any other way.
We'll start with a standard spar. The goal is to knock your opponent to the ground. Ready?
My grip tightens around my blade. I nod. Let's go. We dash towards each other, and our swords meet in a metallic clang. Liana spins around and swings her sword towards my side. Bring my sword down and hear another clash as metal hits metal. Push my blade back as I move to strike. Liana easily parries it. She knocks my sword away. Creating an opening, I manage to dodge her strike just in time. She ducks low to avoid my retaliating blow, thrusts the sword again. No audio engineering this time around, like there's no sound effects this time around. Hope that eventually gets added. We continue to dance back and forth as the duel progresses. I feel myself improving. Not moving as much, I'm not having much trouble defending against Liana's attacks. I'm able to get a few jabs in on my own in too. Beads of sweat cover Liana's forehead in a light sheen. Doesn't look like she is using her wind magic to buff her. Liana matches my intensity. Somehow she does something she does every match. Just as I feel confident I have the upper hand, she increases her skill level, and I have to scramble to keep up again. Regardless of my improvements, I still haven't been able to beat her in a single match. Those statistics do hurt my pride a little. Maybe if I can distract her and catch her by surprise, I have a better chance of winning a match. I've been playing by Liana's rules the whole time. Maybe it's time to take a play from Zach's book. Do whatever you need to win. Don't mind being a loser. Initiate Operation Distraction Tactics. Ooh. Distract. I wonder if it's impossible to rattle Liana. Guess we'll find out soon. What would be the best way to distract her? Look at Squirrel, Spiky goes behind you. I'll find you attractive. Ghost? Yeah? Put him behind her, look as scared as possible. Oh, Liana, this floating spectral thing right behind you.
What?
First she doesn't seem to believe me, but upon seeing my face, Liana tenses up and grasps it. She turns around in panic.
Where?
I guess I was pretty good actor. Now's my chance. Before Liana has a chance to react, I strike her with a flat of my blade. She scrambles to block the attack, believes herself wide open and doing so. Taking advantage of the opening, I connect a shoulder tackle, and Liana falls ungracefully to the ground. Maybe that was a bad idea to kind of do a cheap shot like that, but you know, sometimes when she is better skilled at combat, you gotta counter that. You gotta be smart about it. You gotta use your enemy against you. Use the weight against them. Use something against them. Right? Is that okay? Hopefully she's not gonna be too pissed at that. It takes a moment for this image to set in. I did it! Liana glares at me and I frown.
Hey! That's not fair!
The greatest swordsman of Vesaria? No. No, I'm not gonna do that. Don't be such a sore loser. Soon become the master? No, I'm not gonna. That sounds mocking. That sounds mocking. That sounds mocking. Student becomes a master, I guess? No, I feel like she's gonna kick my ass. Don't be such a sore loser? I wave my hand dismissively. Whoever said a fight is fair? Her eyes flash. Don't be salty. Don't be salty. The other's manipulator flickers to life.
Two can play at that game.
Oh boy, we dead. She glares daggers at me. Uh-oh. Oh wait, hold on, I'm just kidding earlier. Before I finish my sentence, Liana thrusts her gauntlet toward. A powerful gust of wind pulls me into the air. Whoa! With my arms helplessly as I try to return to my feet to the ground. Then my momentum ceases, and I have a split second before I come crashing down to the ground. Gasp for breath as I stare up at the sky. As my vision clears, I see Liana looking down at me with a triumphant smirk on her lips and her hands on her hips. Alright, I might have deserved that. We kinda did. We kinda went for a cheap shot there.
Might?
Let's go with definitely. Liana laughs and extends a hand. Can't let her win on such a smug note. Grab her hand and yank her down with me. She ups in surprise as she loses her footing and falls to the ground. Before she can make sense of what's happening, I roll over and pin her onto me.
What are you doing?
And that's twice you let your guard down. She frowns.
And that's twice you've used cheap tricks.
I shrug. Well, I was expecting to beat an unbeatable Mage-Knight.
Huh?
I've seen the way you fight in real battle. Mop the floor with me in an instant if it's par for real, and you used even half your capabilities.
That's not true. In our last couple of spars, I've been pushing myself to match your intensity.
You're just saying that. Liana shakes her head.
In the beginning that would have been true, but your growth as a swordsman has been tremendous. How much you've learned and improved in such a short time. I've never seen anything like it.
Liana looks up at me with a genuine smile, pride in her eyes. Despite myself, I can feel my cheeks getting hot. Let's be honest, the credit should go to the person who works tirelessly to train me every day. I smile at her and she smiles back. This time it's her turn to blush, and as our eyes lock, I feel a warmth course through me. I'm reminded again just how amazing she really is. It still impressed me just how much time Liana spends to help me in whatever way she can. I'm eternally grateful. She searches my eyes with her own, though her cheeks turn redder.
I suppose you did technically knock me down first, which would make you the victor in this spar.
I'll take any win I can get at this point. She laughs. I'm acutely aware of her body beneath me, but none of us seem eager to move apart. There's a moment of hesitancy in her voice as she speaks softly.
Well, you finally got me. What are you gonna do next?
That coy. Oh my god. Oh my god, so bashful, so coy. Again, her eyes search my own, like a gentle breeze, urging me into their direction. The sunlight glints off, and that music as well. Oh my god. The sunlight glints off her armor. I feel the kiss of her skin as she shifts beneath me. What do you want me to do? She lowers her eyes and parts her lips as if about to speak, but no words come out. My gaze falls to her full lips. I can't stop myself from imagining how soft it would feel. Slowly, I begin to bridge the gap between us. We hear a noise beside us.
Where did you two disappear to?
Hi. I open my head around to see a stunned Zack. He looks at me, pinning Liana to the ground, and shakes his head as he quickly turns away.
Forget I asked.
It's not what it looks like. As fast as lightning, I jump off Liana. My face feels like it's on fire. Liana scrambles to her feet, her face just as red as mine.
We were just sparring.
What an interesting way to spar.
Oh my god, Zack. Oh my god. Liana blushes somehow deepen. And the music. Oh my god, this music.
You have it all wrong.
Right. Anyway, when you finish up your, spar, feel free to rejoin us at the camp. Food's ready. Not that I have an appetite anymore.
Oh, damn. Whew. Zack heads back to camp, by giving us a chance to retort. Liana points to me, refuses to make eye contact.
You stay right there.
Yes.
Going back first. You can follow later. We are not going back together.
Alright, not together. Liana collects a sword and miscellaneous items. The power walks away from me, back to the camp. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Had to take a call there. Liana collects her swords and miscellaneous items. Then Power walks away from me and back to the camp. What the heck just happened? After taking a moment to compose myself, still my pounding hard, I was to gather my sword and items. Then I wait what I think is a suitable amount of time before following her back to the camp. It almost something romantic happened. Almost, just so close. Just so close. It's teetering on romance. Everyone else is out by the time we return to the camp. Smell delicious aroma of food. Grab myself a bowl. Once everyone is served, we sit down together to eat. Liana makes it a point to sit as far away from me as possible. She stares hard at the food, as if it's the most interesting thing she's ever seen. I glance around at the rest of the group to see if anyone takes notice. Zack remains expressionless. Amy occasionally glances at Liana, and then at her own bowl of food, as if wondering what is Liana seeing. I hesitate, not sure if I'm ready for the inevitable teasing. Brace myself and look at Kara. She doesn't seem to notice me, and is cheerfully enjoying the meal. At least Zack didn't tell anyone else. After a few moments of silence, Amelia seems to remember something and grabs a book from her pack.
Here.
She hands it to Kara. Kara blinks in surprise. Notices the same book Kara gave Amy back at the Earth Temple.
You don't want this anymore.
Amelia shakes her head.
I have read through the literature and it does not contain any information which could be of use.
Really? We found it in an old temple. Are you sure it's not something that the Mage Academy would want?
Amy shakes her head again.
The text is a subjective moral lesson in the way of a fictional story about an adolescent. This yields no academical benefit.
Kara thinks and shrugs.
Okay, if you're sure you don't want it, then I can sell it. It's still an ancient relic after all.
Do as you please with it.
Alright, thanks, Amy.
She nods and resumes eating. Once everyone has eaten their fill, we clear up camp and continue on our journey. We travel together for quite some time. Finally, the sun begins dipping low and streaking the sky with sizzling pinks and yellows. Rocks crush under our boots as we continue down the path. The air is brisk and goosebumps shiver up my arms. A sharp breeze cuts through my clothes and I wonder how much further we need to walk. Manage to drag our way through, the chill deepening with each vanishing beam of sunlight. Carol leads the way a few steps ahead of us. His expression is hard to read, but I noticed him pull his coat in a little tight around him. Diana rubs her hands together before pulling a hot breath into the cradle, her palms. The pongo nuzzles against my neck and disappears into my scarf. He's even colder than usual, making me shiver again. I wonder if I'm not the only one noticing the chill.
Aw, poor little guy. It's pretty cold out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We should pick up the pace. When night falls, it's only going to get worse.
We agree. My teeth rattle from the cold and I tuck my freezing hands under my arms. Doesn't Amy have affinity for fire? She could just cast fire. Probably maintaining it would kind of be a struggle. Bitter breeze swirls through Liana's hair and makes me shiver. She calls tighter into herself, or makes her shiver. Amelia's cloak balloons out behind her. She lifts her hood over her head. Ask her if she's not using fire magic to keep warm. Yeah, that's a good question. Hey Amy, can you use a fire magic to keep us warm?
Such an expenditure of energy would be wasteful.
Yep, they called it. Called it right there. Oh, come on, Amy. She shakes her head. Let out a deep, defeated sigh. Human furnace would have been so nice. Continue on. The wind ruffles my hair and passes right through me, numbing me with cold, mumbling me. What the hell? Even Zack folds into himself and stuffs his hands deep into his pockets. Millie yanks her hood tight around her ears. Face tries to keep her ears on face, tries to keep her cloak from billowing out too much. Liana keeps her head down, the frigid air turning her cheeks pink. Kara is walking ahead of us with a little skip in her step. Her arms dangle at her sides. She just taking an afternoon stroll. I nudge Zack. Is Kara not cold? Zack untucks himself from his coat long enough to take a look. Then his voice drops too.
Doesn't seem like she is.
Liana hears us talking and blinks in surprise at Kara.
How is she not cold?
Because she's so hot. Oh my god. What kind of magic is this? There's only one explanation. She's obviously knows magic. Zack and Liana just stare at me. Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys talking about me?
Mouth drops. How does she always hear us? She has damn good hearing. She even from the very beginning when we met her, she's always apparently has great hearing. I don't know what kind of sorcery this is. Liana and Zack look alarmed too. Millie just blinks at the commotion.
Aren't you freezing?
Carol looks at her blankly.
I don't think so.
Zack's stares intensifies. His face is frozen in a confused grimace.
Seriously? How's that even possible when you're barely wearing...
Carol tilts her head and raises one eyebrow. She smiles, and the rest of Zack's sentences trails off. Liana gapes at her.
Seriously, what's your secret?
Secret?
There's gotta be a secret to it, right? Or some kind of heating device that's keeping you warm?
Amy steps over and checks the manipulator.
She does not seem to be using any magical assistance to keep warm.
Carol laughs.
Are you guys a little chilly or something?
Liana's trembling becomes a little more noticeable as she huggles between me and Amelia. Carol glances at each of her trembling forms, and for a moment she seems confused.
Oh, wow. You guys do look cold.
Because it is!
She watches Liana, Amy, and I step closer together for warmth, and her expression changes, like a light bulb went off on her head. She turns to Zack, and her mouth spreads into a slow smirk. The way she's looking at him, why did they do that? She's looking at whatever. She's looking at him. It reminds me of a fox eyeing a rabbit.
Actually, you're right. I'm freezing. Ooh.
I see what she's doing. She wraps her arms around herself and feigns a violent shudder before closing up to Zack.
I'm terribly cold.
Oh my god. Kara, go for it. He shuffles away from her.
What are you doing?
Kara pouts.
Trying to stay warm, of course. Aren't you cold too?
Zack frowns.
I'm not cold.
Just as he says that, the wind picks up again. He shivers and crosses his arms. A slight grin spreads across Kara's face.
Oh, of course you're not.
She moves towards him, and Zack shuffles away again.
Not happening.
Kara frowns.
But I'm not dressed appropriately for this weather.
How is that my fault?
Kara looks up at him with big, shimmering puppy eyes.
Okay.
She looks defeated and sniffles.
I guess I'll try to manage somehow.
Oh my god, this girl is freaking gold. She hugs herself with another theatrical shiver and exaggerates a few more sniffles for added effect. Zack shifts side to side, clearly uncomfortable. He crosses his arms and lets out a deep, deep sigh.
Fine.
He goes to take off his coat, but Kara stops him.
Wait, I don't want you to be cold too.
Well, there's no other option.
But some devilish smirk slides across her face.
Sure there is.
She lifts up Zack's jacket and slips inside, pressing herself against him.
Hey!
What? We have to keep warm, right? This jacket is big enough for the both of us.
Zack looks like he's about to argue, but he says nothing. Kara smiles and snuggles into him. Zack's cheeks tinge pink, and he looks away from her. Kara notices his blush and smirks again.
Don't think I'm enjoying this. I'm only doing this because it'll be troublesome if you get sick.
Sure, yeah.
Of course you are. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Zack is a gentleman, obviously. My eyes drift over to Liana. She glances at me and blushes before quickly looking away. Maybe that means she wants to get close too? Fair maiden, a scarf? We'll give her a scarf. Yeah, why not? I unwind my scarf, much to the dismay of the Pongo, hand it over to Liana. She balks.
What are you doing?
I'm being chivalrous. Liana arches on one eyebrow.
Chivalrous?
I settle the scarf on her shoulders and shove the rest behind her neck. Liana flushes as I reach around her to loop the other half of the front. A half smile rises on her lips. It can be gallant and knightly sometimes. Her blush deepens.
Well, you don't have to do that.
I know I want to. I know I want to. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is the perfect line. Jesus Christ. I cocoon the scarf around her throat again. Liana's eyes dart to the ground. I tied to a loose knot and hoist the fabric up to cover her pink ears. You need more than that. You need that more than I do.
Poi!
The Pongo shoots me an indignant look. I hops off my shoulder and into Liana's arms. He finds a way up to her neck and burrows his back beneath the scarf. Lets out a contented sigh. Sorry, I should have mentioned the scarf is a 2-for-1 deal. Diana laughs.
Seems that way.
She pauses and smiles softly.
Thank you.
No problem.
We are nearing Ellendale. The journey should not be much longer.
Oh, really? What a shame.
Zach gives her a look.
I mean, oh boy. Yeah, it's so cold. Good thing we're almost there.
This goes freaking amazing. Zach and Kara quicken the pace, and we follow them for the rest of the journey. We travel for a few days. We seem to get colder and colder the more we travel, but we somehow manage. On one afternoon, we finally arrive in Ellendale.